guys, before we get started with this video, I would just like to say if you're enjoying my content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and give that notification bell a big ol' smack for me. It helps the channel out a lot. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another video. So, it's not a trolling video. This is kind of a call-out video to Washiez Car Wash. Now, one thing I want to get on record right away is that I don't make this video in hopes to humiliate anybody, get anybody in trouble, have anyone have hate sent their way. I make this video for criticism purposes, for constructive criticism. Now, I might be a little harsh in my criticism, but I feel like I need to do that, be a little bit harsh, so that I can kind of, get the point across. Now, of course, I'm not going to insult anybody or anything, but I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, is what I'm basically trying to say. Anyways, with that said, let's jump straight into this. So, what is this call out about, Barney? What's going on? Well, there is an issue with glitching, and it's not us trolls. It's actually from the workers. Let me explain. Allow me to introduce you to the Sporling package, or bundle, as Roblox is calling it now. I'm going to call them packages. Now, if you are a person who blocks the exit at Washiez Car Wash a lot like me, you probably have seen this package be used a lot by workers. You may not have known its name, but just by looking at it, you probably have seen workers wearing this outfit. Here is an example of one of the workers that is wearing it right now at the time of me making this video. Sometimes they'll change it up a little bit, like how this one isn't wearing the giant mushroom on his head, and how he added wings and stuff to it, but he still has the body and the head on. So, most of the Sporling package is on his character. And this is the invisibility potion, which is available for purchase in the in-game shop known as Shoppies. It costs about 2,000 in-game dollars. If you just hang around the game long enough, you can easily get enough money to buy multiple of these potions. Alright, Barney, you're showing us a random package on the Roblox catalog and a random potion that's in the in-game shop. What is the point of all of this? Why are you showing us this? Well, if somebody happens to be wearing that Sporling package and takes the invisibility potion and drinks it, buys it and drinks it, they will be given the ability to not only push cars, but they can absolutely fling cars off the map. Now, for us trollers, that sounds like a great thing, because that sounds like the perfect trolling tool. But this is a glitch that is not primarily used by us trolls. It's normally used by workers, believe it or not. Now, what these workers do is they will use this glitch to stop people from blocking the exit. Or they'll do it when, people get stuck in the car wash. They'll use it to straighten them out so that they'll get through the wash properly. They'll do it for, just if anybody's out of line, they'll push them out or straighten them out. That's essentially what they do. Now, people who work for Washiez or people that are pro-Washiez are probably going to say, well, Barney, they're just doing that because it's their job. They're doing it to stop you trollers from disrupting the flow of traffic. Or, like I said in my other example, to get people unstuck so that they don't unintentionally cause a blockage. Alright, fair. That is their job, to stop us from blocking and to make sure that everybody gets through the car wash safe and sound. That's their job. I understand that. But they are using a glitch in order to do so. And glitching is not allowed at Washiez. And if you don't believe me, okay, let's go ahead and ask the admins ourselves, shall we? They're always on the game. All you gotta do is walk up and ask them. So, let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Here's a general manager. I asked him, is glitching allowed at Washiez? Not at all, he says. Not at all. Here's a member of Junior Corporate. I asked them the same thing. Is glitching allowed at Washiez? No. She goes even further by saying, glitching causes disruptions. It's not allowed. I ask a junior director if glitching is allowed, to which they of course say no. I know I only asked 3 of them, but if you want to do your own independent research, you can do the same thing. Just walk straight up to them and just ask them, is glitching allowed at Washiez? And I guarantee you, at least 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, no, it is not. Now, what I'm going to do to show you the effects of the glitch is I'm going to show you before and after pictures. I'm going to show you when the car was just fine, operating on its own without any issues, and then after the glitcher affected the car, so that you can see the major difference. And there's only going to be like a couple seconds between the before and after pictures, alright? So, let's get started. So here you can see someone who has the package on, the potion, and the Segway, who also happens to be a general manager, who is riding up against this car. This is mere seconds later. The car is now on its side, and the manager standing on top of it. So you can clearly see that the manager caused that car to flip over. Here you can see the general manager on top of this blue car that's blocking the exit. And then a couple seconds later, that blue car is flipped all the way over. Here you can see him messing with this van. And now the van is on its side. And notice how the admin is also at an angle now. So that shows that he turned with the van when it turned over. So that should, you know, erase any doubt that he was the one who caused it to turn over. Here you can see the admin saying, bye, go to Hawaii, or something along those lines. And he said this while he was messing around with other cars, and they started getting flung all over the place. So that shows that this is no accident. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows the effects of what he's doing, but he's just doing it because he thinks it's helping the game. But he's out here being passive-aggressive about it. Here are 2 other people using the same glitch. One is a senior operator and one is a customer. You can see them on a flipped over car saying, L blocker. So they're rubbing it in this person's face that they just, you know, flipped over their car. So yeah, that kind of proves that they did it. Here you can see them on top of this pink car. And that same pink car on its side mere moments later with them inside it. So I decided to confront one of them by asking, you know you're abusing a glitch, correct? To which they reply, no, they're blocking. So I say, correct, but you're still using a glitch. We were given permission, he says. So of course I ask, by who? By a general manager, they say. Which one, I ask. Different server, but they said as long as we aren't flipping random people and blockers, then it's fine. So go whine to someone else. Go whine to someone else. Quite respectful from a senior operator, huh? Quite respectful. So here's that general manager who was abusing that glitch before. I confronted him about this as well, to which he also said that he got permission from a higher rank to do this. So something isn't adding up here. I go up to the admins and I ask them, is glitching allowed at Washiez, to which they say no, but it appears that people who use this glitch are getting permission from higher ranks to do this. Now, of course, I wasn't specific when I asked the admins about glitching. They probably assumed that I'm talking about like trolls using glitches to disrupt the flow of traffic rather than to fix it. But I wasn't specific when I said, is glitching allowed? I didn't ask, is glitching to disrupt the game not allowed? Or is glitching that helps the game allowed? I never asked that. I just asked, straight up, blanket statement, is glitching allowed? To which they said, no. So, the question is, if I had asked them if glitching is done in service to Washiez, would they have said yes or no? That's the question, because that seems to be a different answer depending on the admin you ask. And I'm going to show you a conversation that I had with an admin in a ticket that I opened inside their Discord server. And he gave some pretty concerning answers. So let me show that real quick. Okay, so I censored pretty much everything to protect my Discord alt and to protect that admin that opened the ticket. So the blue is me, and the red is the admin that opened the ticket. So I opened the ticket saying, hello, I just had a question I wanted to ask to someone relating to a rule in the game, just for clarity. So they say, okay, what's the question? Alright, so is glitching allowed at Washiez, like players using vulnerabilities within Roblox to gain advantages over other players? To which the admin answers, glitching is not encouraged, but depending on various aspects of the glitch, we may be unable to take moderation action against a user who is glitching within the game. So I asked, what would be a scenario in where you cannot take action against a user glitching within the game? The admin says, I would have to see a specific example to make that decision. I don't have anything off the top of my head. So I said, okay, I got a scenario for you. If someone was using a vulnerability in Roblox to push other cars, or in extreme cases, completely fling them off the map, would that be allowed? And that person was very clearly doing this intentionally. To which the admin said, flinging them off the map is not allowed at all. Pushing cars is sometimes acceptable if it is for a good cause, but if it's not for a good cause, then it would not be allowed. So I asked, what would be a good cause? So he says, helping to get cars unstuck from the area before the car wash. So now this is where things start to get a little concerning, and honestly, I was surprised that he was just straight up admitting this stuff. I was expecting him to kind of like come up with some excuses, but no, he just straight up admitted to it. So I say, okay, so glitching is allowed if it is done for a good cause. However, if it is done for purposes that do not help washies, it isn't. Is that what you're saying? So the admin says, yeah, pretty much. Okay, so in simple terms then, you're allowed to break a rule so long as it helps washies. The admin says, certain rules, not all of them. So I ask, you're allowed to break certain rules so long as it is in service to washies? So the admin then asks me, I'm sorry, but what exactly is the point of this ticket? So I'm like, just trying to get clarity on a rule, to get information. So the admin says, okay. And then, to answer my question, if you're allowed to break certain rules as long as it's in service to washies, yes. There you have it, folks. Straight from an admin's mouth, so to speak. A rule only applies to those who are disrupting the game. If you're helping the game, the rules do not apply to you. Now, of course, that was just one admin saying that. We've had other admins before saying that, yeah, glitching's not allowed, but of course I wasn't specific with them and when asking it. So, like I said, the question is, had I been specific about what I was talking about, would they have still said no? You don't know. But that's very concerning, the fact that an admin is literally just admitting, like, yeah, you can break a rule as long as you're helping us. A rule is a rule. It shouldn't matter who is doing it or why someone is doing it. Whether they're doing it for you or against you. Whether they're an admin, whether they're a low rank, a mid rank, or a customer, it shouldn't matter. A rule applies to all, regardless of the circumstances. And as we saw, these people are getting permission from people like this who open the ticket, who think that, you know, as long as you're doing it for us, it's okay for you to do it. These are the people that are giving these people permission to use this glitch. Now, of course, there are some admins who agreed with me on this, because I actually did open a ticket after that, and I actually did report one of the people who was using that glitch, and supposedly they were told to stop, and stuff was done about it. They wouldn't tell me exactly what, because, you know, they don't want to tell me, but supposedly they actually did do something about it. So not all the admins in the game share this way of thinking, it seems, but it seems like some of them do, and that's the problem. Now, here's something else I want to point your attention to. This is Section 21 of Roblox's Terms of Service, or Terms of Use, whatever you want to call it, where it goes over saying, we don't permit users to deploy or discuss any methods of cheating, including using exploits to gain an unfair advantage anywhere on the platform, or sharing exploits with others, or encouraging others to cheat. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say this is an exploit. That's not what I'm saying. And that's what I think this section is mostly talking about, is exploiting. However, you could make an argument that glitching is another form of cheating, because this glitch does give players an unfair advantage over other players by giving them the ability to fling them and push them. Now, of course, when they say unfair advantage, they might be meaning like in a competitive game, like a sword fighting game or a PvP game. where you give yourself an exploit that, like, I don't know, gives you God mode, where you don't die or something like that. That's probably what they're referring to. But again, one could make the argument that this is still giving players an unfair advantage and also encouraging others to cheat. I mean, people probably see these people wearing this outfit and notice that they're all wearing the same outfit, and they're like, wait a minute, this must have something to do with this package. Maybe I should try getting that package and getting the invisibility potion and doing this myself, which is encouraging them to do the same thing. Now, again, encouraging others is probably in reference to, like, telling them to cheat. So, you know, some people may see this as an argument where this could be in violation of Section 21, and some people might say, no, Barney, it's really not. I guess it's really up to your opinion. I'm just saying that it, you know, depending on your point of view, it could, in a way, be a violation of Section 21 of Roblox's Terms of Service. Now, if you think that I'm kind of pushing it with this whole Section 21 thing, like, all right, Barney, that's not really in violation of Section 21. If you see it that way, okay, well, think about this perspective then. Let's say a Roblox administrator, somebody who works for Roblox, a Roblox moderator, call it what you will, were to see someone using this glitch, abusing a vulnerability within one of Roblox's packages to, you know, do what they do. Even if they are doing it to help the game, they're still abusing a vulnerability within Roblox's systems. So, do you think the Roblox administrators would appreciate that? I honestly don't think so. Now, I don't think they're going to get you in trouble per se, but I don't think they would appreciate you abusing a vulnerability within Roblox's systems, because I don't think they ever intended to have this kind of ability granted to a player by wearing the Sporling package. I don't think they ever intended for something like this to happen. Now, how can Washiez fix this problem? What can they do to make an impact, a positive impact, on this situation? Well, I can think of two solutions. Number one is the devs need to come together and come up with a patch for this glitch. And they are more than capable of doing so, because not long ago, they actually patched another glitch. For those of you who are unaware, there was a glitch a while ago with the same invisibility potion, but it involved crates. I actually made a video using this glitch myself, which people are probably going to be like, oh, Barney, you're a big hypocrite because you're calling out people for using glitches, and you just admitted using glitches yourself. All right, I understand, but I'm doing it because I'm a troller, you know? I'm just saying that people as workers shouldn't be doing this, you know what I mean? Anyways, moving on. The glitch basically did a very similar thing where it could push and fling cars, but it wasn't as effective as this Sporling package glitch is. So what they did is they first disabled the ability to get potions for a while until they could come up with an actual patch, so that, you know, you didn't have one of the pieces you needed to do the glitch, because you needed the potion and you needed the crate. So you could still get the crate, but you couldn't get the potion. But then once they had a patch to the actual glitch, they let people use potions again. So we know that the Washiez developers are more than capable of patching glitches. Now, of course, this glitch could end up being a harder glitch to patch. Who knows? I don't know anything about developing games. So, hey, maybe this is a patch that just isn't possible, or maybe it's just really difficult, or they just may not feel like patching it. They just may be like, yeah, you know, don't really want to. Don't really want to patch it. Who knows? Who knows what the case could be, you know? Or they might try to, you know, patch it, put time, effort, and energy into it, and they can't find a patch. Who knows what, you know, will happen, if an attempt will be made or not, you know? So what's the other solution? Well, they can make a public statement about it. They can make an announcement in their Discord. They can make a group shout about it, making an announcement saying that, hey, we are aware of this glitch that a lot of workers are using to help fix the blocking problem that we have at our exits. And while we appreciate all the hard work you guys are doing, you're still using a glitch within Roblox's systems in order to do it. So we would like to ask that all people who use this Sporling package to push and fling cars, regardless of the reasoning, to please stop doing it. And if you are caught doing it again, you will face consequences. So that's what they can do. They can make an announcement about it saying to stop doing it because it is still a glitch regardless of why you're doing it. And then people will not have an excuse to use it anymore. Even if people are like, oh, I didn't see the announcement, then they can just refer them to the announcement saying, oh, you didn't see it? Well, here it is. It's on the Discord server. It's on our group shout. It's right here. So then they really don't have an excuse anymore. So there you go. That is 2 solutions that Washiez can use to fix the problem. In fact, they could use both. They could, first do the announcement to tell people stop using it and then patch the glitch later. They could do both of them. Now, the problem is we have admins, like we saw in that ticket, who think, oh, it's okay to break the rules as long as you're doing it to help us. That's the problem. So hopefully the developers are, sensible enough to understand that, hey, a rule's a rule, no matter the case. So we honestly need to do something about this, whether it's solution 1, 2, or both. We can't just sit by and do nothing. But they might. Who knows? Because I'm almost certain that Washiez is going to see this video, but it's up to them on how they're going to react to it. They might do something. They may not. They may just be like, Barney's full of crap. He's a troller. What does he know? You know what I mean? Even though I've been an admin in games before, and I kind of know what you're dealing with to a certain degree. So it's not like I don't know anything, alright? I somewhat understand, but, I'm a troller, right? What do I know? What do I know? I've never developed a game before. What do I know? Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Once again, I'm not trying to humiliate or expose anyone. I guess kind of expose, because I'm trying to, expose a problem that Washiez has. But I'm doing this in hopes that they're going to fix the problem. I'm not doing it to insult them. I'm doing it to give them constructive criticism. And like I said, it's up to them now on what they're going to do about this criticism. Are they going to take it to heart? Are they going to change for the better? Or are they going to ignore it completely? Only time will tell. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for today's video. Holy crap, my voice is getting raspy. If you guys did happen to enjoy this, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. And as always, please do not send hate to anyone featured in this video. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time in a trolling video. Bye!